Are you dreaming of space travel? Here are the futuristic game worlds we'd most like to visit. We've seen many ideas about what the future will look like through our favorite games. The cyberpunk cities of towering dark buildings and neon signs flashing through the rain, desert wastelands of the post-apocalypse, and the overgrown cities of zombie infestations. But not every future looks like such a dystopia. In fact, some games show us a world we're actually looking forward to. So we thought we'd take a moment to have a wander through the gaming worlds we'd most like to see in the future. Before we jet off, if you're new to the channel, hello! For more videos about our dream holiday destinations and some talk on games, subscribe to Logitech G and hit the notification bell so you never miss when a video lands. So fasten your warp-safe seatbelts. Here are the gaming futures we most want to live in. We've all dreamt of being an astronaut, jetting across colorful landscapes, riding weird aliens. The possibilities really are endless. And there are few games that make heading off into space look quite as good as No Man's Sky. A gigantic, procedurally generated universe just waiting to be discovered. And what a universe it is! The weirdness has really been embraced, making each place seem totally alien. You won't feel like you're heading off to Earth 2.0 like a lot of sci-fi worlds, when there are lizard cats to tame. It's a chance to really get a feel for what being alive in the space age could be, where everything is new and vast and alive. And it's something we're very much looking forward to. There are definite dangers out there, but what's life without a little excitement? Space battles have a much better ring to them than land battles. Anyway, time to ride off into the weird and wonderful futuristic sunset. A lot of speculative fiction involving aliens features society being overtaken, humans killed, and worlds destroyed. But turns out, it doesn't have to be that way. In Other Waters is where the dedicated scientist actually gets what they want, rather than being pushed to the side by a military sergeant because there just isn't time. As an AI, you guide xenobiologist Ellery as she discovers underwater alien life on a new planet. But there's no aggressive creatures lurking in the depths waiting for her diving suit to malfunction, or hungry corporation awaiting delivery of alien ore. Instead, she explores at her own pace, gliding through beautiful reefs and watching animals swim past. It's an incredibly peaceful experience, with the minimalist design letting your imagination wander. There are secrets to uncover, such as a missing scientist and abandoned base, but you're not about to suddenly face a boss battle anytime soon. In terms of futuristic games we want to live in, you can't get much better than a gentle scientific expedition. Okay, so let's start by agreeing that yes, Bioshock Infinite is a dystopia. The society is corrupt and evil, but how cool is living in a floating city? If we took to the clouds without the extremists, then hot air balloon living could be seriously amazing. Just remember those first moments you break out of the murky sky to look down upon Columbia. Blue skies with candy floss clouds, colorful fireworks, lines of beautiful houses. Then you take to the streets with their fresh flowers and promise of hot dogs. It's all looking pretty okay, until it obviously isn't.
And we ain't letting no false shepherd into our flock. Show them what we got planned, boys!
But take down the propaganda posters, push the bad people off the edge, and the city would be a future I could get used to. While I am terrified of heights, riding the skyline also looks really fun. Who needs to walk to work when you can pop on a roller coaster to take you from A to B? The only real problem I see occurring is taking a swim in the sea that seems to infinity pool right off the edge of the world. I'll just stick to the beaches.
Hey, Miss Elizabeth.
Hello! Oh, this is wonderful! Oh, come dance with me, Mr. DeWitt.
I don't dance. Come on, let's go.
Why? What could be better than this?
The sci-fi cities of the future usually look dark and gritty, plastered with neon lights. But the skyrise of Beyond a Steel Sky is full of green. Treetops pop up at every corner, plants hang down from window boxes, and clean cafes are nestled in clean streets.
Hooray! Another customer!
It's a city of the future we absolutely want to visit. Big and bustling, but open and peaceful. You still get to do cool sci-fi things like hacking, but it seems like you can breathe a little more fresh air while doing it compared to some futures. Outside the city, things are a little more rough around the edges, but this list is all about picking and choosing the best bits from the games we want. Of course, it being sci-fi, things aren't quite as lovely as they look on the outside. Like most places where everyone seems too happy, it comes at a cost. But let's not focus on that, and instead enjoy wandering around everything Union City has to offer.
Good morning, Graham, Grundy. I trust you are well on this fine day.
Actually,
Aha! Have you tried Dijon buttercream spankles? It's new.
sounds delightful.
Much of what we see about space travel is huge ocean liner-style ships and shiny, gleaming tech. But what about a future that's a little more rustic? Outer Wilds has wooden cabins on the moon, banjo playing picked up on your scanner, and you're most likely to get splinters if you crash your ship. There is the small matter of the world ending every 22 minutes, but hopefully by the time I land to join, it'll all be nicely sorted out. As well as the homely decor, it's the vast ruins and unexplored planets that make it such an exciting prospect. There's so much to discover, and as long as your oxygen doesn't run out, you're free to do it. Planets are a little hostile, but maybe the idea of being thrown up into space and riding back down on a wave appeals to you. It's basically what surfing is, right? And while you're out exploring these new places, you never feel too lonely for too long. It's a future with enough campfires to sit by and marshmallows to roast that you'll never go hungry. Not all of our favorite futuristic gaming worlds are cheerful. Axiom Verge is a beautiful pixel art take on Super Metroid, set on a doomed alien planet. It's a nightmarish wonderland full of strange alien architecture and even stranger monsters. You start the game as a random, everyday guy in a t-shirt, but you soon discover reality-bending power-ups, like a lab coat that lets you phase through walls. As you explore, you quickly realize that you're investigating the ruins of an ancient, collapsed civilization. To be honest, it's quite sad, but you still get to explore some brilliant fantasy environments and shoot things with laser cannons. Those big guns are very useful when you come face to face with the Axiom Verge bosses, who loom over you 20 times your size. At times, the map can feel like an impossible labyrinth, but Axiom Verge has an incredible sense of atmosphere thanks to artwork inspired by H.R. Geiger, the creator of Alien. It's a game that will stay with us, in our nightmares, for a long time to come. As much as I love scrolling through my phone for far longer than I should every day, uploading my little pictures and talking to friends, I am willing to throw it down at any moment to run off and live in a beautiful wilderness.
Enough muttering to that plaything. We descend to the valley now. Follow.
Post-apocalypses where the world is reclaimed by nature are as good as it gets, and wherever it is Aloy spends her time is looking particularly impressive. There's swathes of lush forests to explore and rivers to swim through. Plus, the wooden aesthetic of many of the settlements is a huge win for instant rustic comforts. Just ignore the jutting spikes. Plus, while most tech is gone, there's enough left like the Focus for some pretty cool power.
Lights. Everywhere.
And just look at these outfits. Color, style, and protection. Everyday armor is the look of the future. The untamed robots ready to kill at any moment aren't exactly ideal. But get rid of the corruption, get Aloy's ability to tame, and you'll probably be alright.
If you're gonna go sneaking away from home, you'll need to know how to survive in the wild. Come, Aloy. Home now. Starting tomorrow, you will learn to hunt.
So those are the gaming worlds of the future we'd most like to visit. Let us know where you'd go if you had a time machine in the comments below, and if you enjoyed, give this video a like. For more videos about games of the past, present, and future, subscribe to Logitech G, and hit the notification bell so you never miss when another video appears in the future.